They say it's a buff for Ajax, but in my opinion, it's an adjustment for the concept of Ajax. Ajax 2 skill can provide a barrier for your teammates, but before the patch, your barrier does can block some firearm attack, but once there's some elemental attack, it destroys it immediately. And they finally realize it and add some elemental resistance to here. So in this video, I'm going to talk about life barrier and the body enhancement at the same time. Both modules' concepts are very similar, so we can talk at once. So start with the life barrier. What life barrier does is our bubble's HP and defense is not only related to our HP now. So the basic structure going to be increase our HP as small as possible. And here, we put 3 HP. What's here? Increase HP, HP amplification, plus time distribution. That's the only 3 HP can be equipped. And there's another module called Steam Accelerant. I don't recommend you to use it. Decrease our max MP, but amplification decrease our max shield also. But max shield for us is not that important, because our external components is going to stack on the HP, not the shields here. I will talk about the external components later, but for now, our max shield is like nearly 500. It's like nothing. So just choose the HP amplification here. And time distribution is the only third option that can increase our max HP here. And we are going to max our range here. We are going to put 2 skill effect range to increase our bubble's range. So our bubble is likely going to be 12 meters. It's huge, and we can protect our teammates very well. Next one is 1 extra skill cooldown. It allows our first skill become 8 seconds, and the bubble is like 18 seconds here. We really need the skill cooldown because without it, our bubble is like going to be 27 seconds, and the duration for this skill is 25 seconds. Without that cooldown, we cannot achieve a 100% uptime under some emergency situation. And by the way, we are only using the enhanced version for our bubbles. So the enhanced version going to apply a 20% more skill cooldown here. Then our bubbles actually cooldown going to be like 12 seconds. And don't forget the enhanced version gives your teammate some firearm attack power increase. And that's going to trigger our passionate responsible here. If your teammates can keep going in and going out on the bubble, that can help you refresh and stack your passionate responsible. That's a small trick. And you can see some elemental resistance here. Like I said in the beginning of the video, for now our barrier has the elemental resistance numbers. So depending on the content here, if you are playing Gluttony here, you're going to put some chill resistance and a purple module to triple your chill resistance number here. All of that's going to apply to our bubbles and barrier. Yeah. What you think is right. Like, the next closest boss is based on Toxic. So we need to use Toxic here. So for Ajax, you really need to invest a lot into this character. That's the only way to play this of the rework. And the last bit is very freedom here. I put sharp focus here. And depends on the content, you can put like anti-freeze, something like that. Let's move to the component here. We are using skill cooldown and the skill cost here. We don't need skill range. Our range is maximized. And yeah, blue one is fine. Don't have to be golden one. I wish all 4 components' main stats is max HP here. But the 2 random stats got to be max HP and MP recovery out of combat. I only have the defense one, so I'm using the defense one now. With the second one we reach max MP and MP recovery in combat. Third one is like defense good, just defense. If you have electric resistance, that's better. And for the last one, you can have some shields. Okay, let's move to the body enhancement. So for the body enhancement, there's no void energy anymore. Oh no, the void energy still exists, but each skill gives you 100% void energy. That means every time you use one skill, the next skill gonna be enhanced. And body enhancement going to increase your max HP 150%, increase double your defense and double your shield. Our barrier is going to affect by our HP and defense here. We don't need to change the reactor here. We are using the same one with the left barrier here. For the small barrier here, it's like 40% less HP than the left barrier one. And our big bubble's HP is like 100% here compared to the left barrier. The left barrier here is like 250%. So the left barrier's big bubble is way more tankier than the body enhancement one. Okay, let's start with the module here. So the basic structure is almost the same. 2 max HP module here, 2 range module here, and 2 skill cooldown module here, because body enhancement increase our skill cooldowns and some skill costs. So 1 extra skill cost module here to decrease our skill cost. And partially responsible, same with the left barrier, 2 elemental resistance mods. If you want to compare body enhancement and left barrier here, it's more like quantity and quality here. The left barrier's quality is better. The HP for the barrier is way more higher. And because it's higher, so it can stay longer. The duration here is 25 seconds. You cannot change the duration, you cannot increase it. That's why I didn't put any duration mod here. But the shortage for the left barrier is very obvious. If any classes in the future like to rush in front of you, then it's very hard to play left barrier. Yeah, your bubble is tanky, but it's hard to block if they rush in front of you. And you are not that tanky here. It's like you only got 14k defense. Compared to the body enhancement, you got 10 less percent damage reduction. Yeah, let's talk about how the defense and the elemental resistance works. So basically, defense and the elemental resistance is same thing. The defense is to block the firearm attack, and the elemental is for the elemental one. And the numbers for both is like start with 2000-ish, 2000-ish. So when your defense hit the 2000, you can have 10% damage reduction. Same with the elemental one. If you double that number to 4000, then the defense is going to be 20%. That's how the defense and the elemental one works. Back to body enhancement. Like I said, it's quantity here. Compared with the skill cooldown and MP cost here, we are way more lower than the left barrier one. It's like 6 seconds and 21 MP here. And the left barrier costs, it's like 8 seconds and 28 MP here. So we can spend more skills than the left barrier one. Somehow I think the body enhancement is more good at repositioning the whole team. But the only shortage for the body enhancement is like, if you really need something like anti-freeze, or future there is maybe some content need to use mass purification. The only thing you can switch to this is passion response mode. Otherwise, these two sets are pretty good. Just pick one you like. Yeah, for the Enduring Legacy, just use this one. Not big change, as usual.